As the weeks fly by in the NBA, RJ, what changes are made at the player level? What are these players looking at, trying to work on, and aiming for?
It's just hard to see. It depends on the individual. For me, you just need to prioritize basketball. Start blocking out any and all noise.
A look at the Bulls starting lineup. At the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. MP out there with DeAndre Hunter. And it's Edey in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Screen by Şengün. It's rebounded by Giddey. For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against the Hawks. Jackson against Şengün. Here's White. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
Now, he's a volume three-point shooter, but White can stick these corner threes in bunches.
Back to Thompson. Smith finds Şengün. And here's Thompson. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Outside, Dort. Smith, it's good on the putback.
So good off the glass. Smith Jr. with the putback. Got to put body on this man.
MP outside. Edey with a screen for MP. Down low, Edey, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now Jackson. After Lu Dort's three-pointer that didn't go. Edey gets the bucket.
Those are some hustle points. Really bonus points when you put in a miss.
Thompson passes to Şengün. Back to Thompson. And the layup's good off the glass.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Hawks had a huge game. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. And he was huge for them in that one. Talking to his coaches pregame, they hope he can repeat that performance with another one here tonight. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Here's Thompson. The Bulls getting the bucket. Şengün with a screen on Giddey. Shot clock at 5. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. And a chance here to check out some stats for him. Houston making some changes. Keon Ellis comes in for Dort. And Shepard subbed in for Thompson. Then for the Bulls, Vucevic checked in for Edey. Buzelis comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Mitchell in for White. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Buzelis sets a screen for MP. And there's Buzelis on the assist by MP.
With his soft touch around the rim, Buzelis should score a lot of points in the paint over his career.
Pass to Şengün. Kicks it out to Ellis. Takes a 3. Vucevic with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Jackson passes to Vucevic. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
And the Rockets with possession here after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's Monsees. Pass to Shepard. Smith sets the pick for Shepard. That 3 off the mark. To the middle. It's taken away by Smith. And it's the Rockets on the break. Here's Ellis. Finished off the break.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
And that does it for the first quarter. Bulls lead by 8. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bulls.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
So for Chicago right now, Vucevic out there with Jackson. Then there's Dunn, and it's Vucevic, and it's Mitchell in at the 1 spot. Finney Smith, and finished off by Finney Smith.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his balance.
And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
Look, when he's within range, Vooch is going at the rim, and he's going at it hard.
Mitchell against Van Vliet. No good from Finney Smith. Chicago leading by 10. On the wing, MP. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Buzelis. MP against Isaac. At the elbow, Vucevic. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. There's Jackson with the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Painful to watch, guys. You can see the frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
It seemed like any time they strung together a few baskets, they just went ice cold so quickly.
And Isaac stays with it. Isaac's got it back down to single digits for the Rockets.
And how about Isaac? He just attacks the backboard, especially on the offensive glass, putting that height to good use.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Chicago making a switch here. Giddey's checked in, and the voting for the dunk contest is just about over. So let's bring up the leading contenders for you. Boy, with the players on this list, you know this year's contest is going to be a fun one.
It is. And with their places in the contest almost wrapped up, I'm sure these guys are working on their moves already.
Well, you look at Jackson. He'll have a spot in the contest if he can hang out of the number 4 spot in the voting. And with his skills, you know he'll have a shot to win it if he can make it in.
He's going to have a great shot. And Kevin, he's going to give it everything he's got if he can make it into the contest. I bet his dunks have some serious thought being put into them.
And the list of participants is going to be final soon, so we'll be sure to keep you posted. This year's dunk contest should be a very special one.
And every year, it seems, we see something in the dunk contest that we've never seen before. And I don't think this year will be any different.
And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. Amin Thompson, one of the most spectacular athletes in basketball. Coach Ime Udoka said he's so fast and explosive that he has the versatility to attack any matchup. Put a big body on him, he still has his advantages. We can put him anywhere in actions, and he can get downhill. Kevin, back to you.
What an athlete. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Shepherd. The Bulls also changing it up. Edie's checked in for Vucevic. Hunter comes in for Buzelis. And it's Kobe White in for Mitchell. Here's Edie. That one rolling around and rims out. Rockets trail by 15. Shot to stop the run. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. And Richard, you were telling me before the game, you're a big fan. So it's Chicago, looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Hey there, everybody. With the All-Star break on the horizon, let's first have a look at the players vying for a spot in the three-point contest. And just for a moment here, I was wondering, if you guys were playing in the league today, which current player would you most like to team up with? Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Bulls.
And you look at the number.
And that's a halftime.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We're seeing, guys, a tremendous game from Jabari Smith.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Smith and Şengün make up a 4 and the 5. Thompson is out there with Lou Dort. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Edie with a screen on Smith inside. And the dunk by Edie.
And smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
Rockets trail by 13. And Thompson kicks to Şengün. Şengün with the screen for Dort. Driving to the basket. Back to Şengün. Pass to Thompson. And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Smith. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's 13 points so far for Jabari Smith.
Well, he's used to the spotlight, and Smith's grabbing plenty of attention tonight. What a performance.
And there's the bucket from MP.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Pass to Şengün. Back to Dort. Lets it go with the 3. Drills the three-pointer. Dort's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Thompson passes to Dort. Şengün with a screen on White. Dort wide open. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Jackson, that's good.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Checked in for Alperen Şengün. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at Houston. This season has been a struggle for them. They're down at the bottom of the conference.
And you know, for Houston,
they have been one of the major surprises in the NBA this season. Unfortunately, for the wrong reasons.
And we keep waiting for them to turn it around. And waiting, and waiting. And at this point in time, I'm just going to say it's probably not going to happen.
Jackson from long range. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got 4 assists now tonight. Rockets trail by 20.
Bruce.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Thompson from long range. Edie with the rebound. On the wing, MP. Defended by Dort.
Nice shot by MP. Great touch from outside.
Shepard with the ball. Hasn't made one yet. Smith with a wide open look. And just miss after miss right now. The Bulls leading by 23. Hunter dishes to Jackson. Hunter with a screen on Thompson. Jackson passes to Hunter. Stolen by Dort. Thompson outside. Pass to Shepard. Takes the three. Rebound by the Bulls. Edey's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
What did he just do? MP showing some insane athleticism.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play.
You better let that show alone.
AT&T. Now a timeout called by Houston. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Fred VanVleet.
And you can...
Rocket shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Let's go to the sideline, and here's some news about Alperen Sengun. How's he doing, Allie?
I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Houston. He called the injury a lower back bruise and said it's very stiff at the moment. Though it'll take some time to fully recover from this injury, the staff has given him the green light to play on it. Guys?
And Allie, we thank you for the report.
Yeah, it's always good to get a little bit more clarity on that situation.
So for Chicago right now, they've got MP. Chris Dunn is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Buzelis, and it's Vucevic in at the 5. Here's Sengun, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Oh, sometimes you got to flex on him. That's what Sengun just did.
Now Jackson. 4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it, and the shot goes down.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
VanVleet passes to Finney-Smith. Here's Shepard. Dunn covering. Pass to Finney-Smith. 5 to shoot. There's Ellis with the 3 ball. Rebound by the Bulls. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. And Zoelos will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Look at the moves from Buzelis. The big fella showing great quickness on the attack.
Sengun with the screen for VanVleet. In the corner, Finney-Smith with it. That falls. Great assist by VanVleet.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
And he's good on the 3 balls.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Here's Shepard. Misses the 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
The 3 from MP. The rebound by Shepard. Houston's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th.
Sharp defensive instincts from MP, showing off his IQ as a defender.
From outside the arc, down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Stolen by Jackson. To the inside. Lays it up off the glass. Jackson's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
Here's Shepard. Dunn covering. There's Ellis with the 3 ball. It's hauled in by MP. Jackson's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bulls.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And on the year, looking at their record, this game will make it 49 wins.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
And he was doing everything out there on the floor tonight. Triple-double on the stat sheet, and that doesn't even tell the whole story.
Jackson, that's a 2-pointer, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Jackson's got 31.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they've been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
The 3 from MP hits the 3-point bomb.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road